There's a strange weight I wake up with some mornings, not on my back or in my schedule, but in my mind. It's that quiet tension of knowing exactly what matters most and still finding a dozen ways to avoid it. I'll tidy, scroll, rearrange, think, plan, anything except the one task I know would actually move my life forward. That hesitation has cost me hours, days, even years. And that's why Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy hit me so hard. I didn't pick it up to chase another productivity trick. I picked it up because I was tired of procrastinating and ready to confront the hardest task staring back at me each day. What surprised me immediately was how direct Tracy is. This isn't a book full of theories or abstract ideas. It's a mirror held up to your habits. He starts with a simple, almost impossible to ignore premise. If you had to eat a live frog first thing in the morning, the rest of the day would feel easy by comparison. And in this metaphor, the frog is your biggest, most important, most uncomfortable task, the one that has the power to shape your life if you finally face it. I expected advice. What I got was a shift in identity. Tracy doesn't just motivate you. He challenges you to stop doing everything and start doing what actually matters. The more I read, the more it felt like he'd been observing my routines. Tracy makes a bold claim. Your ability to identify your most important task, start it immediately, and stay focused until it's done is the gateway to high performance. That sentence alone made me stop. Because on most days, I warm up with easy things, emails, messages, trivial tasks that feel productive but don't truly count. What I loved is that he doesn't shame procrastination. He simply reminds you that it's a habit, and habits can be replaced. And then he drops one of the most liberating insights I've ever heard. There's never enough time to do everything, but there's always enough time to do the most important thing. That line reframed everything for me. I'd been operating under the myth that once I catch up, then I'd finally start the things that matter. But Tracy flips that. You'll never catch up. You'll never get to everything. So stop pretending you will, and start choosing what truly matters. His ABCDE method drove this point deeper. Label everything by consequence. A for must do, B for should do, C for nice to do, D for delegate, E for eliminate. When I applied this to my own list, I realized how many C tasks I gave my best energy to while ignoring my A tasks until panic hit. Tracy's rule is simple. Never do a B task when an A task is still undone. It sounds obvious, but living by it changes how you show up each day. One of the ideas that shifted me the most was his insistence on single tasking. In a world obsessed with multitasking, Tracy reminds you that switching tasks destroys momentum. Every tiny interruption resets your focus, and you pay for it in time and quality. That hit me. I'd normalized distraction, checking one message, switching one tab, answering one quick email, never realizing how much it slowed me down. When I actually practiced single tasking, I felt my mind quiet for the first time in a long while. He also talks about preparation, gathering everything you need before you begin so nothing breaks your flow. I used to jump in fast, thinking speed meant efficiency. But clearing the Launchpad has saved me from dozens of micro distractions that would have derailed me. What stuck with me most was his reminder to focus on results, not activity. The hardest tasks are often the most valuable, and the ones we avoid are the ones that could transform us. When you finally eat your frog, you don't just finish a task, you reclaim your confidence. What Eat That Frog? ultimately taught me is that productivity isn't about perfection. It's about momentum. It's about waking up and asking, what's the one thing that if I did it today would make the biggest difference? Then doing it before anything else, before the noise, before the excuses, before life pulls you sideways. Tracy makes it clear that your future is shaped by what you do today, not someday. And strangely enough, that truth feels liberating. If there's one thing this book could truly transform, it's your mornings. Imagine waking up and confronting your most important task head-on. Imagine the relief, the clarity, the energy that comes from accomplishing something meaningful by mid-morning. The rest of the day becomes a bonus. You stop reacting, and you start leading your time instead of chasing it. That shift doesn't just change your productivity. It changes your confidence, your discipline, your relationship with your own potential. Brian Tracy doesn't promise ease. He promises clarity. And clarity is something most of us haven't had in a long time. Eat That Frog gave me permission to stop drowning in busyness and start focusing on what truly matters. And once I started eating my frogs, I realized something I'd overlooked for years. I wasn't lacking time, I was avoiding the truth. And the moment I stopped avoiding it, everything else began to move. Like and subscribe to the WellReadClub for more book breakdowns and mindset insights that help you read smarter, think deeper, and live better.